Sorry, y'all. I had to switch phones because my phone, I don't know what's going on with it. But like I was saying, we called 911 and they came there. What I said was at the hospital, right? Okay, the hospital Sunday home. So once the hospital sent them home, like we was paranoid. So um, I stayed up all night long. The next night, I finally went to sleep. Like I was watching him sleep, but I just dozed off. So once I dozed off, I woke up like maybe like 2 o'clock. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, my babies didn't wake up for their bottle. Like usually up by like 1:30 for a bottle. So I got up and my TV was on. So I'm like making her like getting their stuff out the refrigerator, about to go downstairs, warm the milk up. And something just told me turn my light on. So I turned my light on and my baby was like laid back on his back. He was on his back. His hands was above his head, but he sleep like that. His mother sleep the same way. But when I recognized like my baby lips looked like a little pale, like a little blue. So once that happened, I picked him up. Once I picked him, his head jerked back. I knew it from there. Like I just started screaming. So like I'm holding him. My cousin Sean comes in front of me. Like, he comes to my door. He like, what? Look at him. I'm just like, I'm in shock. So he grabs my baby and runs. Like he just started running. So I woke my mom up because that scream was woke my mom up. So now she's on the box. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? So they telling him like, baby not breathing. So my mom's doing CPR on him. I'm still in shock. We call 911. 911 get there. They put him in the back of the ambulance. And what messed me up was I'm sorry, they so loud in the background. What messed me up was when they stopped the ambulance, I'm thinking, okay, they got a heartbeat. So when we get to the hospital, you know how they take us to the back of the hospital. It's like, EMTs only, whatever. I felt like they should have took him in first, then took me in. They took both of us in the same time. So I actually seen them working on my baby. So I actually seen like his ribs was like sticking up and his stomach was like sucked in. And right then and there I knew it. Like I'm like something not right. So they take us in a room. They make me sit in the hallway and they take him in a room, but I'm just screaming, I'm crying, like I'm just like I don't know what to do. Like it's never happened to me before. So the nurses and doctors, they just running in there. The fire department the man was crying. Man, I'm like, why are you like what is going on? Like why are you crying? The lady, like she's in the nurse looking at me, she's shaking, she crying. I'm like, it's like somebody told me I heard a baby cry. So when I heard the baby cry, I knew it was my son. I'm like, this is my son. Like, okay, so they bring me back. It was a lady down the hall. So the nurse got upset with her. She's like, this lady, baby just came in here cardiac arrest. Like, close your door. Like, why are you trying to be nosy when like that's confusing her? Because I heard the baby crying. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that's my baby in the room crying. So it was just quiet. I'm like this not possible. Ain't no way. So after that happened, whatever, they're working for a good like 30 minutes. Like they was working on him. The doctor come in, he look at me, put his head down, walk back in the room. The nurse in there, I forget her name, but she was not stopping. Like she was like, you tired? I heard Doc say he was tired. And she was like, well, I'll do it. And I'm just like, well, what are they talking about? Like, but now I know they're talking about CPR. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just like, what? So then the doctor come out, he say, he like, basically, no, he came out, he said, do you have a priest or a pastor that you want me to call? So I said, well, my uncle James. I said, you can call my Uncle James because he'd come pray over the baby, for him to get better. And he was like, do you have family here with you? And I'm like, let me see if she come out to cry. I'm trying to hold mine back. So he was like, do you have family or anything with you? So I'm like, my mom them somewhere, I don't know. Like, but the whole time they was in the lobby, but I wasn't thinking about that. Like, I was thinking about like, tell me what's wrong with my baby. So he came up to me, he was like, I'm sorry, but he didn't make it. So I'm like, then he just walked away. So I'm like, no, come back. Like, what, like, explain, like, what is going on? Like, explain to the nurse, grab my hand. She was like, We did everything. She said she broke down everything they did. I'm like, so what are you telling me? And she was like, I'm telling you that your baby not going home with you. That's what I'm telling you. She had to literally break it down to me because I wasn't understanding what she was saying. I'm thinking like, I'm not getting it. So I asked her, I said, so how am I supposed to bury a 2-month-old baby?
Right.
And she just broke. We just sitting in a chair crying. She's like, well, do you want to go see him? I'm like, at first I was like, can you take all the tubes off of him? If you want me to see him, take all the tubes off of him. So she was like, okay, sat there as I'm sitting, my mom and my grandma and them all coming in. Now like I'm about to cry, so I'm tongue twisted. They let everybody come in. So everybody came in and but they let everybody come in the hallway, and then they like cleaned him up a little bit, and then they said you can go in. When I touched my baby, y'all, he was like room temperature warm. So I'm like, so did they have a heartbeat? Because my baby is warm. When I touched my baby was cold. So it messed my head up. Like, but I was just waiting for him like to open his eyes and cry, or just at least a cry. I was literally waiting for my baby to cry. So we sitting there. They like, you got a few hours. You can hold him, this and that. He was so heavy. Like, he was so heavy. And then it's like, she was like, you gotta hold his head up. And like, I'm looking at her like, what do I do now? Like, I'm just in shock. So, I'm fighting back my tears, y'all.
I'm trying.
I'm just trying to laugh to not cry, so, after that happened, we went back there when they picked the food. So we left there like maybe like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. But I sat there and I said, so what y'all gonna do with him? I said, he gonna be by himself. I said, he gonna be by himself. Like, so where y'all gonna put him at? So she's like, well, we have a freezer here. No, she said we have a more downstairs until they come pick up the body. So I'm like, but he gonna be by, like I said, but he gonna be by himself. Like, and she was like, it's like, no, it's doctor. I'm like, nobody's gonna be by himself. So I wanted to see everything, and I feel like I should have never did that. I feel like I should have let them do their job and left. But I didn't leave. I stayed there. I watched him put my baby in the body bag. I watched him put his thing on his toe. I zip it up. And then I left. And then, like, the ride home was like, so like, what the fuck? Like, what am I about to do? Like, Anna was young at the time. Zimi was still a baby. He was 2 months. So I'm like, what am I supposed to tell my kids? Like, what am I supposed to tell them? And Zimi, you could tell, like, he was, like, brokenhearted. Because, like, he cried and cried and cried and cried. Like, nothing we did stopped him from crying. Zimi literally stopped crying the day of Jah'Mere funeral. No lie. When we walked in there, well, I didn't walk in with them. So, what pissed me off was, I didn't understand now, but now, I didn't understand then, but now I understand. So, when a kid under 18 passes away, DIFAs automatically get involved. But it was the way they came that upset me. Because it was like, oh, well, we don't know what happened. What? My baby didn't have any bruises on him. Nothing was wrong with him. He was perfectly healthy. And then they came in taking pictures, and it was just like, it made me feel like I did something wrong. So that upsetted me. So then after my mom, like, basically cussed them out, like, they said, oh, I gotta go outside, talk to a supervisor, and make sure we don't have to take your kids because you're not in the right state of mind. You can't even answer my questions. Girl, I just lost my baby 4 hours ago. What are you talking about? I don't even know what's going on right now. How am I supposed to tell you a story that I'm still confused about? So they call supervisor. Supervisor tells me I have to give custody to my mom. That I'm not in the right state of mind. Like, that's why I'm sorry I don't like diapers. I feel like I don't like it. So, you're not in the right state of mind. You can't have your kids, this and that. You need to go to parenting classes. Girl, so I asked, I said, sorry, but are you a mom? No. I said, well, you would never understand what I'm going through right now. So until you have a child, don't ever tell me what I'm supposed to be going through. My kids are perfectly fine. I got a supportive family around me right now. I said, every sister, brother, everybody, aunt, grandma, everybody sitting at this table right now, they all help me with my kids. And they always there. So with that being said, don't tell me how to raise my kids. Or don't tell me I need parenting classes because I can't answer your work questions right now because I'm still in shock that I just lost a son 4 hours ago. So I was like, you know what? I don't even care. So I signed the paper. They're like, well, they trying to tell me I couldn't live there. I'm like, yo, get out my face. Like, I was just pissed. Like, it was just a lot. So then they gonna tell me, oh, I'm so sorry, this and that. The lady, supervisor's gonna tell me, I'm so sorry I didn't know your son passed away. What? You the supervisor. Y'all got a call for this reason. So how did you know what's going on? So that pissed me off. Then when they go close my case, they gonna say, oh, well, we can pay for the flowers for the funeral. So I went there and I racked up on flowers. I sure enough did. Y'all want to come in my life and destroy my whole life, make me feel like a bad parent when I just lost a child. They gonna tell me all I can pay is their flowers. Okay, well, here you go. Here go a $400 bill for some flowers. Now pay that $400 bill since you want to be smart. So that my son's funeral was $8,000, and literally the whole was $350. For them to transfer the body from this, that, to them, everything they had to do was $8,000. So imagine an adult. And that was 12 years ago. $8,000 for my little baby. My baby casket was literally the size of this thing. And I couldn't get in no other colors but white. But they charged me $8,000. So I'm like, okay, whatever. The man, my brother played basketball for the man. So he had Medicaid and insurance. So Medicaid paid for I think 60%, 70% of it. The rest of it, the man was like, don't worry about it. I got it. And I would cry. I'm like, I was there. Like, my mom, my grandma basically planned my son's funeral because I was there physically because I had to sign the paperwork. But I wasn't mentally. I don't remember seeing the past. I don't remember going to the funeral home. I don't remember leaving the funeral home. I don't remember none of that. I don't remember what he gonna wear. My aunt Toya dressed him. Like, I'm telling you, I don't remember nothing. Like, literally, I don't remember. I remember being at the candle lighting, and I remember people giving me money and all this, but I'm telling you, my mind was so gone. I was just like, everybody like, what you want, what's a cook? I'm like, talk to my mom, talk to my grandma, talk to my aunt, talk to my mom. Everybody like, oh, I'm so sorry, been bringing anything, talk to my mom. So I was gone, like, mentally, like, I was just gone. So the day of the funeral was the hardest. I sat inside that van, and I told them, at 11:30, when you're about to close the casket, I want you to come get me. I don't want to sit in that first row and watch everybody come and kiss my baby, and then I don't want to see that. So I want you to come get me when you're about to close the casket. So I was the last person to see my baby. And I did it that way because I mentally couldn't do it. So for months, y'all, I was heartbroken. I'm still heartbroken. That's why I said on here, like, I was scared of my kids on this camera because people are freaking mean. And I really cherish my kids. And I'm very, very, very overprotective. Very overprotective over my kids. I would take down anybody in this world over my babies. I will wear a jumpsuit and straight backs over my babies. Like, for real. I would leave anybody. Relationship, anybody over my kids. I will cut anybody off over my kids. I don't play when it comes to my babies. And I already been like that, but me losing my son really got me there. So I'm paranoid a lot. Like all my kids have a phone. If I call their phone and answer, I start panicking. I'm thinking something's wrong. So I had to go to the doctors and like tell them like I'm losing my mind. My daughter is at a teenager where she don't answer the phone, but I start panicking. Like Honor, like I'm thinking something's wrong with you. Like I'm panicking. I can't. Y'all, I don't wish this on nobody. So my son got an autopsy done. So the autopsy came back that he died from SIDS. If you don't know what SIDS is, look it up. It's basically when a infant passes away and their heart just stops. Like nothing made it do it. It just happens. Like their heart just stopped. So that's what happened with him. His heart just stopped and he passed away from SIDS 12 years ago. And it still hurt. I know it's a long video. I'm sorry. That's why I had to eat something and then, I'm still trying to get through it. I'm still trying to get through it. So that's why I'm so overprotective over my kids. I'm very, very overprotective over my kids. I can't ever see my kids hurt. I feel like I let him down. It's a lot. If I'm going through therapy to like get it through, but all my family was very supportive. My brothers and sisters, my mom, my grandparents, my aunts, like everybody was very, very supportive through that. Even after that, because my grandmom, she lost her son, Steven, my Uncle Steve, when he was 18, 19 from a car accident. So I could talk to her about it. Like, Grandma, I'm feeling like this today. Or my cousin Tasha, she lost her son when he at a young age. I forget how old he was. I forget how old he was, but he was at a young age, and I could talk to her and be like, listen, I'm like, just normal to feel like this. They just be like, yeah, you lost a child. Like, you're going to feel like this. Yeah, that's part of it. So, yeah, y'all, that's my story. I only cried at the end. I was trying not to cry. But I love y'all, and I thank y'all for all the support. And then when y'all hear me say I'm really thankful, like I'm really, really, really thankful for y'all. Y'all make me do this every day, and I was so scared to do it, and I'm so happy that I listened to my inner gut feeling and just did it. Cause if I didn't, I still would be just saying I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it next year. I'm gonna do it, but I actually did it, and I love y'all, and thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for your positivity. I love it. I love it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everyone and anyone. I know when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway. I don't know what kind of giveaway yet, but it's going to be a giveaway. It's going to be big. And, yeah, I love y'all. Till next video. Tell me what else y'all want me to do. I did Chinese today. I don't know what we're going to cook for tomorrow, because today is free day, so we probably get pizza, like, probably pizza today is free day. Tomorrow's Sunday, so we probably cook, but I don't know what. So wherever we cook, y'all be seeing, because we be eating it. But I love y'all, and thank y'all for being here for me. Trust me, because I'm a handful, y'all. Emotions. I love y'all. See y'all. Peace.